Hello everyone, welcome to Texture Myth. In this session, we are going to discuss about another very interesting directive of Angular, that is ng template outlet. Okay, so in this session we will discuss what is ng template outlet, why do we need it, what is the exact syntax or structure that we are supposed to follow in order to utilize this directive. Along with this, we will also talk about the prerequisite thing, like what all modules we are supposed to import for accessing this directive. But before we proceed further with this session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic. Because for time being, we are just mainly focusing on how to use ng template outlet directive. But prior to that, you should know about the basic concepts like ngif directive, ng-for directive, because these directives I might use in the examples. Okay, fine. So let's get started, and we are going to proceed in a very similar way. Firstly, I'll explain you the requirement, and then as per requirement, we will build the logic. Okay, fine. So the first thing what we will do here is putting heading. So let's put the heading. So here I will write h2, and in this h2 we will write ng star ng template outlet directive in Angular. Okay, so this is my topic name. Okay, now after this, what we will do, we will simply understand the requirement. So requirement is that what we will do, we will go in the app.component.ts file. There we will declare one variable. So let's go to ts file. Here we will define one status variable. Okay, so status. In this status, I will assign the value as let's say li. Okay, let's save it. We need to put equal here. Okay, yeah, so we define one variable with li means logged in, and if it is lo, that means logged out. Okay, so now on the basis of this li or lo value of status, we will decide what to display on our screen. Now if I talk about the ng template outlet directive, so it is the directive that we can use to populate a set of lines of HTML on a DOM. Okay, so whenever on a runtime you want to display a piece of code, not a code, like if you want to execute a particular piece of code, then in that case we will utilize the ng template outlet. Now this is clear that we are going to use it for displaying something on a screen, right? But my question is, like, what module we are supposed to use here? So it also comes with the same module, which is common module. So you just need to write here common module, and once it is imported, then we are good to use it. Okay, so let's go to the HTML file again, because here we have declared all the prerequisite thing. One is the variable which hold li value, and another one is the module. Okay, alright, so let's go to app.component.html file. Here what we will do, we will simply add one div. Okay, and before adding div, let me show you the ng template, because I know like in some of the example we discussed about this, but still I'll recap it. So what is ng template? Ng template holds the line of code that will be executed only if someone explicitly execute it, otherwise it would show nothing. Okay, that means if here in this ng template, if I write something, for example in a paragraph I'm writing, this is the logged in block. Okay, so this is my message for this, and also we will assign one reference variable to it, because we want to refer it later. So I will assign here hash logged in block. Okay, fine. Now at this moment, if I run this application, it will show nothing. It will show only these two heading, but not this content which is written inside this ng template. So let's verify this. So here I will write ng serve -- open and enter. Let's wait for a few seconds, and then it will show you the output. So in output we are getting only two headings. One is Angular directive demo by Texture Myth, and another one is ng template outlet directive in Angular. Okay, So now it is clear that this template will be executed only when someone explicitly call it or execute it. So at this moment we have to use this thing which is called ng template outlet, okay, which will help us to populate this thing on a screen. So to explain this thing in a simpler way, let me add another template, because I want to create one example related to the login logout. Okay, so here we will write ng template. In this template we will add one paragraph. In this paragraph we will write this is the logged out block. Okay, this is the logged out block, and also we will assign one variable here. So let's write here hash logged out block. Let's save it. Okay, so we have ready with this two template. Now we will see how we can utilize ng template outlet directive to populate this thing. So to populate, you just need to write here div. In this div I will check the condition we will use ng if condition to verify whether it is a logged in or logged out. And I'm assuming that you already know about the ngIf, because we have already discussed all required examples for ngIf in previous session. And it also comes with a common module, so there is no need to add any special module for it, because it is already imported, right? So let's go to ng angular app.component.html file. Here we will check for ngIf, and this is case sensitive, so make sure that you are writing it in a same way. Okay, so here I will check for status. If it is equal to li, so in that case what we will do, we will simply print the message. Okay, but okay, let's go one by one. So if it is li, so in that case we will simply run one div here. In this div we will write star ng template outlet. Okay, and then the name of the template, which is logged in block. Perfect. So now let's save it and refresh the browser, and you can see it is showing the message this is logged in block. Why? Because this time we have executed this ng template with the help of star ng template outlet directive. Okay, so I think now it is clear why do we need this template outlet directive, just to populate a piece of code which is written inside a ng template. Okay, now another very interesting thing I want to show. Let's change the value here. So instead of li, let's make it as lo, which is for logged out. So in this case we will see nothing here. Why? Because as per our logic, only if condition is checking, and if it is true, then we are just using this directive to populate the data. But if you want to implement the else condition as well, so you can simply write here else logged out block. Okay, so here we have added the logic, so this time it will show this is logged out block. Okay, so overall, if someone asks you what is ng template outlet, so in that case you can simply say that whenever you want to execute a piece of code written inside a ng template, then in that case you just need to import one module, that is common module, and once common module is imported, then you are good to go and use the star ng template outlet. Another important thing that we need to learn is it is case sensitive. That means if I'm writing something with a capital T, it should be in capital T only, otherwise it won't work. You can see here it is throwing error. Why? Because there is no directive with small t. You have to write it like this, ng template outlet. Clear? So these are the some important terms or you can say important thing that you should know about ng template outlet. One is that it is used to populate the and if I show you the if I tell you the real world example, so just assume there is one movie, and to show that movie to all audience, what you will do, you will use the projector. Now here you can relate the projector with ng template outlet and that movie with ng template. Okay, so whatever is written inside this thing will be populated or will be shown to all users or audience with the help of star ng template outlet directive. Okay, so I hope syntax wise we are good. You understand the requirement, you understand the output. Okay, And now I think the concept is clear. Still, if you think there is any issue or any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. So yeah, that's all for today. See you in the next session. So thank you for watching TechSharmat.